Thanks for watching HCAM. If you want to help create content like this, become an HCAM member. As a member, you'll have access to professional quality equipment and software, as well as guidance from HCAM staff. Come see us at 35 Pond Park Road, Suite 8, conveniently located near Route 3 and Derby Street in Hingham.
This is the third winter farmers market, and we just opened up and we have some people starting to come in. Most of the folks you see here are vendors from the summer market, which is nice. So it's folks that know the Hingham community, and we're very excited. We got snowed out the first market, and then we still had a pretty good turnout, and so we're really excited to have a nice sunny day for the market today.
We are just getting this thing going every other week, 2 Saturdays a month at the Old Ship Church Parish House, downtown Hingham. With all the success, if you will, of the summer market, we are looking to keep some continuity with all our customers and keep all this available to everybody all year round. So January, February, March, rather than people having to stock their freezers and try to fit as much as they can into little spaces, we are here every other week. Winter market here is a little more food centric, where every vendor here is a food vendor. Whereas in the summer market we have a little more arts and crafts. There's more room to spread out. Obviously it's down on the beach, but we were lucky to get this location. Whereas in the summer market, you know, it's obviously oceanside, but not so conducive to February.
So we're very happy to be at Old Ship. It's a beautiful spot for us. It's got lots of room for the vendors inside. It's nice and cozy and warm. Lots of customer parking outside, so we were really happy to find this spot. I think that a lot of people depend on us for their fresh local food, and they really build that into their weeks in the summer. And because the summer market goes so long, you know, we go May till November, we're really a big part of a lot of people's weekly plans and dinner planning. So when the market ends in November, I think there's a lot of people who are still looking for those foods but are having trouble finding them. So we were getting a lot of customer interest in where they could find us in the winter. And so it's really a compliment to the community of Hingham, because they're so committed to bringing in local food and local farms, that they were really the ones who drove the idea about being here in the winter as well.
So what we do is I make sure I have all the samples, and then I have the actual product delivered the morning of the market, so it's fresh. What I do is I prepare the samples the morning of, so they're all laid out and people can actually try them. There's recipes available, there's serving suggestions, and then what I'm able to do is, since people can actually try all the products, they're able to see what they like and what they haven't experienced before. And the other neat thing about the farmers market here is that a lot of people bring their children, and their little kids are like the foodies, so they get to pick the cheeses lots of times. So it helps a lot as far as, like, they're like little chefs in training, I call them. So it's a really nice, it's a family experience. My full-time job, I'm in sales also for food, and Narragansett Creamery is one of the lines I sell. So I've had a passion for cheese forever, and working with Narragansett Creamery, they asked me if I'd like to work at the Hingham Farmers Market. So 2 years ago I started working every Saturday there, and I live in Hull, so I'm local. So it's like a family, all the vendors and all that, and it's a really good environment. It's just a really good experience for vendors and for the people that come here.
So I grew up in Hingham. Old family friends of ours who have owned the farm for years had been coming to the Hingham market, and when I took over, this became sort of a focal point of the farm. And we've been coming for 6 years now, and it's like coming home every week. So it's a real treat.
Well, it's certainly less vendors. So we're in a tighter spot here. So we really could not accommodate as many vendors as we do accommodate in the summer. So we really wanted to focus on food vendors. So in the summer we have more space to spread out, and we have the luxury of having all sorts of lovely other things in addition to food vendors. But for this market, because of the limited space and because of what we were hearing from the community, we really wanted to focus on vendors that provided food. That was sort of our beginning idea was, you know, how can we get food vendors to attend the market. Then the other thing is it's winter, so a lot of our big vegetable folks that people would see in the summer market, they couldn't have enough product to come for the winter. We're happy to have Freitas Farm, who's one of the summer vendors, but he was really the only one who had the ability to come this winter. We're hoping in seasons after this, when we're now set up and running, that more of those summer vegetable vendors will be able to prepare, and so we'll be able to attend the winter one as well.
No, it's local produce. It's all local. Everything that's here is grown in Massachusetts or very close by. We have some vendors from Rhode Island, some vendors from New Hampshire, but it's local. That's what it is. It's all local, mostly by young, very hard-working farmers and growers. That's what makes it special. And most of this stuff, during the summer, it was pick them on and you buy it.
Well, I think there's a huge advantage to shopping at farmers markets. I think that you can get lovely fresh food, which is a huge advantage. You can eat more locally, so you're eating more seasonally, whereas grocery stores do a wonderful job of offering a huge variety of products. When you come to the farmers market, you're restricted. The products we offer are certainly a more simplified line, but that's because those are the products that are available this time of year. So a nice thing about shopping at the farmers market is it does sort of encourage you to gauge your eating in a more seasonal way. So you're eating the things that are available to you in the area that you live, which is certainly a benefit. And then the other nice thing, which can't be ignored, is that you get to meet the people that are producing your food. And that's huge and that's important. And having those face-to-face conversations is a wonderful benefit to attending a farmer's market. Getting to know the people that are producing your food and having those people be responsible to you is, I think, a big benefit and helps to maintain a really healthy food system in a community.
But here it's the face-to-face, and you can talk about the products, where they're made, where the milk is sourced, and the family, and how it's the passion that goes into it from the cheesemakers, where they come up with the recipes. So I think it's the more one-on-one, and you get more people, like, we'll share recipes, but they'll also share recipes too, so we can add that to our recipe repertoire. So I think it's just definitely the interaction. I think that there's not just a movement, but I think people are really interested in local fresh foods. There's a lot of great foods from all across the country, but I think supporting the local farmers and the local cheesemakers, all the local vendors, is important to people as far as kind of a grassroots approach it started as, but I think it's just that they want to be able to support and keep farms going in New England. And the farmers markets, I think, have enabled people to realize that there's a lot of locally sourced products. Like, people always thought Wisconsin was the only place that you can get great cheese, or New York State, but now they know there's local cheeses, there's local farms, there's local beef and fish and all that. So I think it's at the awareness that we've been able to create with letting them know that it's just in your backyard.
Nutrition-wise, it's better to be eating this stuff than to be eating stuff from Mexico and so forth. I mean, it's picked sometimes 2-3 weeks before it actually gets to the supermarkets. And I can't emphasize that enough, that like our produce during the summer, everything is picked the morning that it's sold there at the market. So it's that much fresher.
We have a website, which is Hingham Farmers Market, and then we're on Facebook as well. And then we do try to have signage up around the town to remind people that the market's going. And then there is a Hingham Farmers Market newsletter, which you can sign up for through the website as well.
It's a gathering place for the Hingham community. During the summertime, we have somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 people come through our market. They chit-chat, they talk, they enjoy it, and it's beneficial, just for the community sense. And the community supports this market, very, very much so. We're the third oldest market in the state, and we're probably one of the biggest in the state now. And we keep growing.